my ex-instructor told me, and we're going to insert the blanks. Now, what I'm not doing this video for is to shame anybody, but being in the industry a number of years and trying to do things properly, you could say. Nobody's perfect, and I'm not perfect either. I do want to dispel some of the myths that are going around in this industry. I think things are too black and white, not very contextual. And I tend to work with a lot of people, probably through our marketing and the YouTube videos, who have been, how would we describe it, given the wrong or misleading information?
Misleading information from instructors, which makes it more confusing and harder when you're actually driving than it needs to be.
Definitely, and I think that sometimes people don't shake that and they end up doing a lifetime worth of driving that's, well, they're coming from the wrong place. You know.
Yeah.
What have we just been doing then?
We were doing roundabouts and looking at how I was taught before to what we've just done has made it 10 times easier.
It's made it 10 times easier. Right. So what's been made easier for you?
Control and speed on islands, because I've been told before to only use second gear, but you don't need to do that because you can control it from third gear. It makes it a lot easier and a lot smoother.
Is it too fast to judge?
Not if the roundabout's open and you can see what's coming.
So you need to understand open and closed junctions, really?
Yeah.
So adding some context to it.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your use of third gear around these roundabouts? So we've gone left in third, have we?
Yeah.
No, we went
right.
ahead in third.
Ahead and right in third.
And right.
Because the roundabouts were pretty open, you can see what's coming from all directions and how fast they're going. You're more able to judge, which means you can keep more control of the car even if you're in third, and it just gives a steadier flow.
Yeah. Does that mean we shouldn't use second or first?
No, it just means you don't have to only use second and first.
The very first roundabout we come up to, when we're coming down, visibility was ace.
Yeah.
And slightly downhill as well. And you start to go into second, and I kind of just caught you, I prompted you, didn't I?
Yeah.
But it was halfway through, so you engaged it.
Yeah.
But the speed was correct for coming into the roundabout.
Yeah. It made it more choppy that I'd gone into second, and it didn't flow as well. So
people ask me on the YouTube channel, when I change gear, the car's all jumpy, and I say it's because you're changing gear too late, or really you're changing down too early there. But the other question being, do you need to actually change down? When you approach a roundabout, you're just looking to judge. So if you can judge, there's that. You've made your decision. Next thing is, what's the next thing?
Make your decision and then choose your speed. Don't change down to first gear if the roundabout is open with no one on it. There's no point. It just makes it harder.
And you might, once you've decided for your judgment, you might decide that the roundabout actually needs a lower gear because it's tight.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But it needs to be assessed on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah. Very,
very interesting. So you're feeling better, as we set out today with the plan of roundabouts.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about those?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better now because I've got more control, more judgment on roundabouts. It just makes it a lot easier.
Fantastic. How many instructors have you had?
You're my fourth.
Fourth. So interesting. How long have you been learning?
2 years.
2 years. It's okay. It's fine. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
There's no dead set. Same with the hours, the whole hours thing. That's can be a bit of a thing sometimes. It puts pressure on people. Oh, such and such learned in such and such a time.
Yeah.
So, how would you describe the teaching methods with myself at GoTo compared to other instructors? Because, and sorry to, but I'm going to make a video on this, actually choosing a driving instructor, because sometimes even recommendations, people aren't happy with them.
Yeah.
And I think when you're the general public looking into driving lessons, maybe it's your first child, you've got 3, it's been many years since you've done it yourself, they're all going to, every driving school website is going to tell you how patient, how friendly, how qualified, and how all that stuff. They're all going to tell you.
Yeah.
So how are you going to know?
I guess it's just, I want to say, even if you have to have a few lessons and then be like, this isn't working, at least then you know what you need and how the person is going to react.
Yeah.
Because with past instructors, I've had them, they get upset when you do things wrong.
What do you mean by upset?
They will, you'll do something wrong and then they don't really help. They just tell you you've done it wrong, but don't really give you a reason why you've done it wrong, or like look at what you did. Whereas with yourself, we sit down, we talk about it and go over it, so then I've got more experience and next time we do it, it's better.
So we changed the priority of the lesson to your needs. When was you being told it was wrong? Was it always after or during? See how I caught you during? I said, right, you know, we can...
Yeah.
Because that's what he agreed anyway.
Yeah, quite a lot of the time it would just be, we'd stop after and I'd be told, you did it wrong. But that was it. There was no, you did it wrong, to improve, do this.
Yeah.
It was just, you didn't do that right.
I see.
Which didn't help me, obviously, improve what I was doing.
What's some of the other things that since being with myself, how many lessons have we had, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. We've been doing it for 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
So 7 lessons.
Potentially, yeah. What's some of the things that you've learnt now in that short space of time that you think, oh my God, I was doing all that was extra, I didn't need to do it, or I didn't need to think it.
Yeah.
And I understand, because what I won't do is I won't just say, oh, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I'll say, you don't need to do that because.
Yeah.
Or you do because. Go on.
Quite a lot of it is gear changes. I've been told previously to change gear when I don't need to change gear. So doing it with yourself, it just decreases the amount of things I've got to do,
Yeah.
which helps me with my control, my observations and stuff. Whereas in the past I've been told you need to gear down every time, you need to gear down for this, you need to gear down for that, but you don't have to gear down for everything.
What were you gearing down for?
Coming to a stop on the, like pulling in on the left, I would be gearing down basically to a stop before I was even on the left.
What's the context to that then? What should you have been told?
Should have been told to slow down, but keep in gear, position yourself, signal, and then once you're in position, then gear down and stop.
If you're running out of momentum, isn't it though?
Yeah, if you're running out of momentum, then start gearing down and getting your clutch and everything.
You might need a bit of clutch control just to come into the
but
position.
That's the only, really, when you're pulling in on the left, that's the only time you really need to gear down, not just in general speed and stuff.
Yeah. How were you being taught to prepare the car at junctions?
Preparing the car at junctions, it would always be stopping, but most of the time you can do clutch control before you've stopped. So coming off, get your clutch and gas ready when you see a car you can latch onto, which I wasn't really told to do before.
So sort of preparing, because if you are taught to stop, what follows then with the preparation to set up?
You've got more to do, which is going to take you longer, which means you might miss your opportunity.
Were you finding the foot brake, finding the bite while your foot was on the foot brake? No.
I would be finding the bite with my handbrake on, but I wouldn't be finding the bite until a car had already gone past, by which point another car was already there.
Oh, I see. Fair enough. Anything else that you'd share with anybody who's potentially, because obviously you've been on a bit of a journey and you was put off in the end.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought I'd step in and hopefully try and save the day for you. I think we're on a good track now, do you?
Yeah, definitely. I guess everyone has different experiences with their instructors, but you need someone who, although everyone says they're going to be patient and stuff, you need someone who actually is, who will sit down and talk to you, like yourself, someone who will help and actually tell you what you're doing wrong, which a lot of instructors, I've realised, don't actually do.
Because at the end, when I met you, was it so much about the driving?
No, it's a lot on how you are with the person, a lot on your own confidence and how you can communicate with your instructor so that you can be helped.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank you a lot for sharing this. It's been really useful. So comment below if you think that has helped you, if you've been in a similar scenario. Thank you, Bethany, and onwards and upwards for us, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, see you in the next one.